I remember my childhood that I went to the piano lesson that was really important for me. At the beginning of the way, my mommy was really great supporter. And after a long time, not too much long, but after couple of years, I found it so amazing. And near the practicing, I started to improvise the music. And sometimes I could make some pieces like the classical music that I practice and play. In that time, the Anna Magdalena Labach song was so popular for the beginners, or a little after that, and I tried to make composing like that. But the most significant, remarkable memory, I remember I was in high school and started to compose a piece that was a kind of new that was new for me, to make a dialogue between the father and his boy as a bowling kind of ping ponging of sound to make a dialogue for the music. And after that, when I had the private lesson with my composer teacher, I had the serious memory about the composing and writing the music. But totally, improvisation was the most things that I had in my childhood.
Were these pieces that you were writing and composing for yourself to play, or were you composing for other instruments or other people?
Early days for myself. That was composing to play it, and I played that many times for my friends, for my parents, or everywhere. I played that instead of the written statement. I explained the music, what's happening in
Mm.
that. In that time, I didn't have any opportunity to write the music, or I didn't have any musician friend to have collaboration and make music, and just everything limited by the piano and my own instrument.
How did audiences and your family, I would imagine, would hear these pieces? How did they receive the music at that time?
The most important person about music life was my mommy, and she supported me a lot. I played for her, and she could, and totally, she her study is not related to the music, even an art, but she tried to push me and support me about the music. I remember I was very young to support me about playing and practicing, specifically weekly practice during the week. She told me, you can play this song and you can play music in a very beautiful stage and concert hall with a very beautiful dress. As you know, a very young baby girl can recognize the beautiful dress is relate something to the Disney
Yeah.
cartoons. And that was so helped me to more make music, to more involve the music. And sometimes she liked to play the old songs, and I remember she told me, we can have a business. If you play these songs you can earn money. And I sell something to her. I sell some playing piano, and she gave me money in that time. That was not a very different, huge supporting, because they don't have any connection with the music, with the art. Not just
Yeah.
my parents, the whole of the society had this problem. Because when I born, that just 3 or 4 years past the Iran Revolution in 1979, and in that time many things changed totally. Specifically the art and the culture things go completely in a corner, and the art and music was not have a situation to express themselves, the artist, the art. And because of this, the parents, they don't know what they should do about the music education, learning education of the music. And now I think they were so wisdom to do these things. Maybe I can find many mistakes, but there wasn't any chance in that time.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Micromaker by Loose Leaf Transmissions. We hope you enjoyed this brief glimpse into the inner workings of the creative life. If this resonated with you, be sure to check out the full conversation on Music Maker with Tyler Kline, a podcast exploring craft and process, philosophy and inspiration, and the honest, often messy parts of being an artist, creative uncertainty, purpose and identity, and resilience. You can find Music Maker wherever you get your podcasts or by visiting musicmakerpodcast.com.